So, according to the textbook, the Los Angeles real estate market is a recipe for disaster. I mean, in the past 12 months or so, interest rates have almost doubled. On the west side of Los Angeles, sales are down, and in certain months by almost 50% compared to the previous year. So, according to the textbook, I mean, every sensational media outlet out there, house prices should be crashing, but they're not. But why not? I mean, it kind of makes sense that they should be when you consider that someone buying a $1.5 million house today would have been able to buy a $1.9 million house in 2021 with the lower interest rates. That's almost 27% less house that they're able to buy today compared to 2021. Yet, prices have not fallen anywhere near 27% since 2021. In fact, on the west side of Los Angeles, which includes neighborhoods like Santa Monica and Culver City, prices are at the same levels that they were in 2021. Now, let me also clarify, since their peak in 2022, single-family house prices have dropped by about 10%. But keep in mind that just in the first 3 months of 2022, prices went up by about 15%. So we have yet to wipe out 3 months of growth. So again, the big question is, why the heck are prices not going down if buyers have lost 27% of their purchasing power, sales have been down by as much as 50%, and interest rates are up by like 100%? The answer is the same reason why house prices went up by 15% in 3 months. Inventory, it's still low. But this is not only Los Angeles, this is actually a national crisis. According to a report by Up for Growth, the US in general has a big housing shortage, and the state with the biggest shortage is, of course, the state of California. And the metro area with the biggest housing shortage in the country is the Los Angeles metro area. But another way to measure inventory is called months of inventory. Now, the formula for this is you take the current active listings in your market and you divide them by the number of listings sold in the previous month. So let's just say your market has 25 active listings, and last month 5 listings sold. The result would be 25 divided by 5 equals 5 months of inventory, which in theory means it would take about 5 months to get rid of the existing inventory of 25 houses, considering that 5 houses sell every month. Now, keep in mind, this is just a tool, not a science, so don't go betting your wife's inheritance on months of inventory. But anyway, according to the National Association of Realtors, historically, 6 months of supply represents a healthy market. Below 6 months, it's considered a seller's market, and above 6 months of inventory, it's considered a buyer's market. And by the way, my name is Daniel Rangel, real estate agent in Los Angeles. If I can be of any help, it would be an honor. And for a consultation, you can find my information in the description below. And if you like this video, make sure to hit like or subscribe. So if 6 months of inventory is ideal, where are we now? Well, as of March 2023, on the west side of Los Angeles, we're at about 3 months of inventory for condos and 2.7 months for single-family houses, which, according to the standard of 6, inventory is still very low. Now, if we look at California in general, single-family houses for the month of February, we were at 3.2 months of inventory. Again, still low. Now, same time last year in California, we were at 2 months of inventory, which is now extremely low. And I estimate that on the west side of Los Angeles, during the peak of 2022, months of inventory was somewhere around 1.8, which historically is just now, well, insanity. Now, couple that with the low interest rates of the peak of 2022, and you start getting a pretty good idea of why prices went up by 15% in 3 months and why buyers were pretty much selling their souls to get into a house. I mean, at that time, unless you were buying cash, waiving all your contingencies, and sacrificing your firstborn, good luck getting an offer accepted. So when we say the market has slowed down, it's important to recognize and contextualize that our reference point was insanity. I mean, it's like, you just bought $1 million house, you're poor, compared to Jeff Bezos. The market is slow, compared to insanity. And honestly, I think interest rates going up was the best thing that could have happened to the housing market, because the stuff that was starting to happen during the peak of 2022 was just not sustainable. There were way too many buyers and not enough houses. But anyway, now to put things into a little bit more context. So we mentioned earlier, we're currently at about 3.2 months of inventory in California, but the big question in California, what was the months of inventory right before the 2008 recession when prices, well, committed suicide? Now, according to the theory of months of inventory, we should be seeing a number above 6. So was it 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Nope. 16 months of inventory, and then prices, well, jumped off a cliff. But anyway, in summary, yes, one of the reasons that we're not seeing prices drop on the west side of Los Angeles and in many other markets is because inventory is still historically low. And according to the standard of 6, we're still technically in a seller's market. Now, that doesn't mean prices won't jump off a cliff, but it also doesn't mean that they will. And if you ask me, I have no idea what's going to happen in the future. But if you're trying to gauge the market, one important signal to keep an eye on is inventory or months of inventory. If we start getting closer to a 6, start wondering. Once we get above a 6, start questioning. And once we get close to 16, start panicking. Now, a great source to keep track of months of inventory is the California Association of Realtors, and I'll put a link in the description below. And for more tips and strategies on buying a house in a down market, check out my other video that I'll link at the end of this video. Also, in the description below, I'll put a link to the sources that I used for this content, including how I got the numbers that I did. And by the way, my name is Daniel Rangel, real estate agent in Los Angeles. If I can be of any help, it would be an honor. And for a consultation, you can find my information in the description below. And if you like this video, make sure to hit like or subscribe. But either way, thanks a bunch for watching and have an awesome day.